All right. All right. All right. All right. It's been a while, hasn't it? Hey there, heroes. My name is Hero Girl. I'm a friendly local neighborhood hero tuber and streamer for fun. And today we are here for Final Fantasy Skeleton in the Box. Thank you so much for stopping by. You are absolutely one of the most dutiful heroes out there. Thank you so much for always popping in at the start of stream, dropping a little hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, folks. It's today. Today's the day. Final Fantasy Day is here. I already spent all my gold pre-stream on both packs and a little bit of extras. Like some of the, admittedly, some of the avatars. So, like, we've got Lightning Avatar, we've got Unit Avatar, Squall Avatar. Mostly because, like, you gotta get the Y'shtola Avatar, right? You gotta. We gotta be a cat wizard. For now, I'm gonna be sticking with Lightning. I'll probably change things up. We're gonna be doing some Final Fantasy draft today. Show off some of the cards that we got at the start. You see exactly. So let's see. Yeah, we got like the Moogle Merchant. I managed to get a copy of Vanette in the packs that we opened, as well as a copy of Matoya. So that's pretty great. Jill's really cool. I love Shiva's probably one of my favorite summons in Final Fantasy right now. So great to have Jill there. Still a ton of cards that we're missing. We did get a couple copies of Ishgard. We're definitely going to need to craft all the lands. We got Hack Y'shtola. We got a copy of Summon Knights of Round, which is absurd. Limited. Let's see. Also, let me know if the music is just like a little too loud. I've been on the individual captures for a little while now. I still need to update the redeems and stuff. And if I ever start getting like deeper into streaming again for whatever reason, then I can do that. In fact, that's interesting, isn't it? All right. Let's see. Bob is here. What do we get? We got the Ninja Blades. We got Vincent. We got Zodiark. We got Zodiark and Vanat, but not Xenos. And still 45,000 gold does not get you an entire set, and that is so much bullshit. So much bullshit. That's why we have to get the Mastery Pass. And I started realizing, oh wait, it's actually cheaper to pre-order the Mastery Pass than to buy it the day of. So, okay, that's like, I guess we're just looking at it like that from now on. Yeah, we also got a copy of Clive because we got that pre-order Master Pass. See, I want to get the Summoner's Grimoire. I'm going to be looking at getting all of the black and green sagas if I can. Well, yeah, of course I can. But like, you know. Also, all the Final Fantasy Through the Ages, you can get those in the booster packs. So we already got Chrom, one of the partner commanders. The partner is on today, and I can actually show that off. We got 3 draft tokens. Trying to use all those today. We did get a copy of Squall. We don't have a copy of Selk yet. Let's see. I want a copy of Lightning for sure. Kefka is really sweet. We don't have Yoshi P yet. I'm absolutely crafting Bahamut if we don't have one soon. Did pull Etier and Pre-Win, which is cool. Ultima is cool. Got the Regalia. A ton of really cool stuff. Actually, what we can do is we can... Yep. Alright, so I'm going to do this real quick because I know I'm going to want this. We're going to craft both Y'shtola and Raha. So these are all the face commanders from the decks. Yeah, I definitely want to play with Yuna. This is why we were saving all of those wild cards. So, funny story. My wife and I went to the pre-release last weekend, and we bought the Final Fantasy XIV start deck because that's the one we wanted. And in that deck came a sample pack. The sample pack had a borderless Emmett Selk, like the one that comes in the 14 deck, which is like, I don't like seeing that man. I don't like him. He needs to stay where he belongs in my memories. But then we also got the full art borderless Terra non-foil, and that's going for like 80 USD, I think. So hopefully we can flip that soon. Zealous Rune Knight is also really cool. I only got like 10 mythics left. I have to be really careful, and I've got 32 rares. What is this? Oh, this is Final Fantasy Through the Ages. Okay. It's missing some text, but it's got the little Moogle face. So there was something in here that I want to craft. A couple of things, actually. Monkar the Diplomat. Noctis, the Returned King. Heuristic Study, stay with me. Cryptic Command. We can actually like get this in the draft potentially, so I'm going to try and hold off on crafting some of these. But let's see. The Cryptic Command was absolutely something I wanted to craft. What else we got here? Let's see. And yeah, you can see that I managed to get a couple already because of those booster packs. That's pretty great. Ancient Copper Dragon, Godo. Carpeted Flowers is cool. I don't think you're going to play Carpeted Flowers in Brawl, but, you know, glad it's there. Ash. Nyx Blue. There's the reprint of Vishai Ojutai Dragon Speaker. So, let's see. There's White Black. Go. I'm trying to remember. So we have Brea, Aragorn, and turn that music down just a little bit. So we have Aragorn, Atraxa, and Brea already. So what we're missing is not blue and not white. If I just type in partner. These are the partners that we got. So not blue would be Timna and Vial Smasher. You can go not white. We have Vial Smasher and Thrasios now. So we have not white, but we need not blue. And the only way to go not blue is with any of the three commanders. This just makes Mardu. Yeah, we need the black green partners, or we need the white green partner. We need Sidar, we need Snake Girl, or we need Rhea. I think that's what her name was. But yeah, we have partner in Brawl now. Which means that these are probably worth crafting at some point for sure. Keep an eye out for those. Oh, we got Inala, Archmage Ritualist now, yeah. This is rare. Yep. And then let's see. Take a look at the special gifts. Like Through the Ages is the special guest sheet, so there shouldn't be anything new here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new here. I didn't. So great, perfect. Even it's gonna make the drafts so much better for us. Take a look at the mythics that we're missing real quick. So I only have 10 mythics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's before the Through the Ages set, which has a Chroma's Will. That's really insane. I mean, I guess it's not free, so it's not. Okay, actually, I might have been mistaking that for something else. And the border, it just makes it so hard to fucking read because of the art. The art is beautiful, but God, it's hard to see. Oh, Urza, Lord High Artificer. Yeah, that's gonna be one. That's like at least one. Vial Smash is a mythic. Ouch. Dos Dacios. So that is 1, 2, 3 cards in mythic. That's 15 total. I need to pull at least 5 more of any of these mythics in order to craft the rest of the ones that I want. And then I've only got 32 rares for this. I've got one here. Let's see. What is... Technically, Teferi's new, I think. Oh, Yoriko. Yoriko's a new one. So that's like 2. Brustar, Borish HERE. He's in here. 3. 3, 4. Yeah. What did I say? What did I say? Someone... Oh, God. I said this before, partway through Dragonstorm. And I said, I hate that 45k is not going to be enough. And someone's asked me, like, how much do you need? And I was like, at least twice that much. Mm-hmm. Must be nice to have disposable income. Which, like, hey, you know what? If I can't... I've got a doctor that I'm seeing later this week. If I can apply for disability assistance, and then I get the income, then, like, maybe I'll have a little bit of pocket money I can save. Let's see. I think these cards were part of the start deck that they made, the dual deck. Heroes versus villains. Agonist Arsenal's there. Rest of the White Mage. Water Crystal. Ultimate is really cool. Both versions. Probably more so the uncommon version. Rabon, Bull Valamigo. That's one I really want for Akiri. Lightning is cool. There's Odin. Odins are rare here. As you can see, there's like way more than 32. It's like, what? This is 27 by itself. And then this is another 18, 19 cards. So 27 plus 19 is 46. 46. Yeah, if I had the full 90,000, right? And by the way, this is taking advantage of like the bundle offers that I could afford. Like just the Mastery Pass pre-order bundle that came with a couple Noctis and Clive. Yeah. So let's go rare drafting. Let's see. This is just 3 draft tokens. Yeah, it's just 3 draft tokens. Was it Premier Draft? I want to say it's Premier Draft. There we go, yeah. Got artifacts. Blue Black is control, of course. Black Mage aggro, landfall, go wide, artifact, big knocker. Actually, I want to take a look at something real quick. How many Great Wizard tokens do we have? We've got Cornered by Black Mages, which is an edict that makes a token. Circle of Power, which is a draw 2 and makes a token. Elders of 1/3 that makes a token when it enters, so like you could theoretically try and blinking that. Also using like red copy effects, that would probably be cool. Wing Brand makes wizard tokens. Lid Bloom makes a wizard token. Hell of the Great Sage makes hero tokens. Yeah, Kuja makes wizard tokens, so you probably use Kuja as the commander for that. And then Terra just is a wizard. Okay, so like not a lot of individual effects that make the wizard tokens, but we do have a commander for it. So that works. All right, there we go. Even though, okay, so like I'm going with Lightning specifically because she is she is like lesbian gunbreaker coded. Even though I have not played Final Fantasy 13. Okay, lots of cloud avatars. What we got here? We've got Genova, Ancient Calamity. Whenever a minion you control dies during your turn, you draw cards equal to its power. So that'd be like blue-green sacrifice permanents. Signer, eject. Mark is removal that turns into a creature that can turn it Be really hard to kill. Turret, slash the light. Choco kick's pretty decent. I think it's probably Genova. You start looking at Black Green. The Black Green is like a self-milling permanent base deck. Target a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional counters on it. That's pretty good. Especially with the cyclers. This is ramp. Prish. I do know Prish from Final Fantasy XIV's current Alliance series. Rydia, Landfall, Tidus, Artifact. Side quest Razor Chocobo is pretty nice, but and so is like Choco Comet. My wife will never let me live this down, but a fireball that makes a 2/2 bird is pretty good. But I'm gonna take Evil Reawakened. There's Louis Sua's Sacrifice. Can't target activated ability. Probably not the card that we want or looking for. Chocobo Kick or Bard's Bow. Chocobo Kick is really good. But so are the job select cards. If we're going like black green, I think it's the Chocobo Kick. Being able to reset the landfalls, honestly, really strong here. Another Bard's Bow, but we also got Resentful Revelation. Flashback spell that digs 3 deep, puts the rest into your graveyards. Dark Knight. Oh wait, hold on. Dark Knight's Greatsword is really. Yeah, let's take the Greatsword. Job select is pretty tight here. Vian's Treachery is also really good. Plays really nicely with Genova. What are we giving up here? Gladius Amicidia? Yeah. Did your library for a land, put on the battlefield tapped. Okay, so whenever a land you control enters, another target creature gets 2/2 and trample. Since it's Limit Break. Okay, so that's like a comeback stronger evil. I'm going to take the Treachery here. Gaia's Fed Belsar! Yeah, let's go! For the Hectize is actually okay, I think. But it's hard to say no to Gaius when he just comes as an edict. He also sacrifices enchantments. For whom do you fight? And do you believe in Eorzea? How very glib. Alright. Alright, this is pretty good. We got Evil Reawakened so we can recycle creatures. Precious Wandering. So just for a basic land or town. The land. This creature's power becomes equal to the number of lands. Ace Magic. This is an instant speed combat trick. Tifa's Limit Break. It's +2/+2. Double the power and toughness. This is 3/3 and trample. Might actually be looking at the Heck dice here, I think. Get some more 2-drops. Maybe. I'm hoping we'll see at least one of those Bard weapons come back. Yeah, I need to update my music too. Like the Hades music isn't bad, but I've actually had a chance to play some other games for once, believe it or not. Okay, what do we get? We got Airship Crash and Chocobo Kick. Both of those are actually pretty nice to have. I think I want at least one of the Airship Crash. It looks like we found a good spot here. We're getting a decent selection of black and green cards. We did not get the Bard. Every creature, this creature gets 1/0. Do I want another Wanderings? Guess I'll take the Loppard Scout for now. I guess the Loppards. We want to make sure we have a lot of creatures here. We want to make sure we have a lot of permanents is going to be the thing. So like the Wanderings might not make the cut. We're not really going to be ramping hard. What we're going to want is a lot of the mill. We're going to want the Sephiroth spell that digs. We do want to see more of those. We got the Dark Knights. Great Sword, which does help. And but a number 1 equal to Genova's power and up to one other target creature. So we play Genova, and then we equip her with the Dark Knight's Greatsword, and that's 4+1/+1 counters on any other creature at the beginning of combat on our turn. That's insane. We get the rare draft, Louis Sois. Yeah, none of the Barbos came back. So we're definitely fighting with people for black and green, which means that we're gonna have to prize the good cards a lot higher. Can't count on wheeling those. Would love to see Cloud of Darkness. Gonna need a bit more of the self-milling. But we got 1, 2... Yeah, we got 3 decent pieces of removal to start with. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, god damn it. Resentful Revelation or Bardbow? I want both, but I think the Revelation plays better for the deck. Well, we got at least 1 Resentful Revelation. And I think as far as job selects go, the Bardbow is probably one of the weaker ones. And you know what? We might even main deck the Vincent's Treachery. And oh my god. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets... Oh my god. Jumbo Cactuar with Genova would just deck us? We would just literally die from deck out if that happened? Holy shit, that's sweet. There's also Fat Chocobo. Town Greeter is really good for this deck. We got Shimmer's Reinforcements. This pack is stacked for us. I'm trying to think. If the Jumbo Cactuar wasn't here, it would probably be Treachery, I guess. But I got a rare draft. Fight On, that's a good one to grab. Cloud of Darkness is exactly the card that we want here. When it comes to the play, target creature and opponent controllers gets -X, where X is the number of permanents in our graveyard. That's going to be really good. I already have Lightning in my pack, so I don't have to rare draft her. That's good. Namazu Trader. When this creature enters, you lose 1 life and create a token. When it attacks, you may sack another creature artifact. If you do, Surveil 2. That's pretty good with what we want to do. There's another Dark Knight's Greatsword, but having a Sacrifice Enabler is really important. Fearless. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you draw a card and lose a life. Pretty sure, like, getting her and the other one is the dream here. Sephiroth's Intervention. Just, like, pure removal. It's not even a question. And we got the Town Greeter. Town Greeter or another Intervention. It's going to be really hard to say no to 2 interventions. Like, if you just play creatures and spells, like, play creatures and play removal, then you're going to get pretty far, I think. But the town inside me would have been really, really nice to have. There's another Chocobo Kick. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, pay black. If you do, return this card from graveyard to hand. Then there's also the Shinra Reinforcements. And there's a Gone Town of Ruin here. Which one? Which one? This one is like good mill enabler. We've also got like Chocobo Kick and Fixing. I think I want to grab the mill enabler. We did... Okay, so we do get the land. That's good. We got at least 1 land. Always happy about that. Definitely want to get some more of those milling enablers. Town Greeters, Treachery, and Reinforcements. So we got like all 3 of the cards that we wanted on the wheel. I think we want... How many creatures do we have? We got 9. I really want more treachery. Treachery with her is really good, but I'm gonna grab the town greeter. Just so we can get some more actual creatures. We're at 10 creatures. We need more creatures. Blitzball. Grab the fight on. Great Knight's Dark Knight Greatsword on the wheel. Grab the Lopper. Grab another Loppered Scat. And a Trader. Okay, everything's coming up Millhouse here. Triple Triad. We don't have it. Let's see what else we got here. If one of our tokens we create under your control, you make a frog. That many plus a frog. Chocobo Kick is here. Arm is probably the pick. As sad as that is. Target opponent sacks a creature and you make a wizard token. Maybe with Beavers ain't bad, but I think it's just Arum. Squall. We could splash white for Squall, and I would be incredibly happy about that. Like, there's the Geisho Greens. But Squall is actually just a another way to recur. Fuck yeah. Let's see. There's a Cactor. There's a Fat Chocobo. There's Fight On. Magitech Infantry. That Chocobo is really good, but I think I'm just... I'll take the... Another Squall, you say? Normally, I'd be all about that, but... I'm going to take that land for fixing. Deadly Dispute. Sack an artifact or a creature, then draw 2 cards? Is that better than a Mulbro? The Mulbro might be a little bit better here. I'll take them. There's Omega. There's Phoenix down. Shinra Reinforcements Part 2. Yeah. Cut the... What we got here? Cut the Limit Break. There's a Heck Dice. There's Omrim. 2 Dark Knight Greatsword. How do I feel about that? Probably don't need 2 of them. Cut the Jumbo Cactar, I think. We could... I would love to have a second Fight On if it comes back. A second Gaius. A second Gaius, you say? We are really light on the top end, on the short end here. We're not really doing a whole lot till turn 3. Although the reinforcements are going to do a good job of helping us out. Whenever Squall deals combat damage to a player, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Wabro for cycling. The final days is here. Let's go ahead and just grab another reinforcements. Having 2 Gaius Van Belsar means that we can actually use him as, you know, removal. Cornered by the mages, Chocobo Kick, commune with beavers. This is removal, I guess. Take the Chocobo Kick. Okay, we're seeing everything come back. I don't think we need another reinforcements, but that's what we got. I will gladly take another Fight On. And then... just start taking the uncommons, I guess. I don't know, you might play a commune with beavers. Okay. We've got something to start working around here. 2 traders, having Squall is sweet. Rectified gives them double strike. Fight On. We didn't get Vanille, unfortunately, so we do not get to make Ragnarok. However, We only have to make 2 cuts to make this work. Okay, how many creatures did we end up with? 15. That's a respectable amount. Let's see. Ariman is here. Town Greeter. Heck dies. Would have liked to have gotten, like, 1 more Town Greeter as opposed to another Shinra's reinforcements, but so it goes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Let's see. Evil Reawakens, cool. Fight on helps. Dark Knight's Greatsword is actually a creature. Let's see. I'm glad we grabbed the Revelations when we could. I probably would have liked 1 more Treachery instead. Have removal for days. Dark Knight's Greatsword. We have a lot of removal as is. Yeah, I really want to hold on to the Evil Reawaken. That's the part that makes this kind of fun. Maybe cut Chocobo Kick's pretty. Then we need what? Just 1 cut. This is an instant. Dark Knight's Greatsword kind of actually helps us win games a ton. Like if you get that on a flyer, it's really huge. You get that on Squall. Squall's a double striker, swinging for 6 power. Flying, the Marble Hat is a thing too. But I think you don't cut the Greatsword. Pressure Crash having cycling is pretty great. Fight on with all the mill helps us out a lot. Guess we can try it with just the 1 fight. Particularly since we have Squall. So we got... no, there's no way we're playing. It's here. We are heavy black. 1, 2, 6. All right. Let's try this out. Hold on. Change the sleeves just a little. We got here. Rock the Clive sleeves. Welp! All swamps. But Evil Awakened is right here. So let's see if we can spike something cool. Like we can cast most of the cards in our hands, and as soon as we draw like any other lands, we're sitting pretty good. Oh, fellow lightning avatar enjoyer. I've only got like the 3 draft tokens, so we're gonna try and run this quickly. Ron's helping me confirm that Stola is in fact best cat girl. Which is like, you know, that's true in Final Fantasy 14. My best cat girl is my wife. Tonberry. Okay. Harem, that's nice to have. This early on, this is just like kind of forcing a mulligan. You usually want to hold on to the Heck Dice until they have like one or two cards left in their hand, so that way you're actually hitting a spell. But we want to make sure we're just like getting buys on the floor. I do have lots of water here. Blitzball shot. Well, a guy would have a combat trick. They must really like the rest of the cards in their hand. Tomberry's not attacking just yet. Take that. Grand Pulse Ochu. Okay. A Namazu. We're not blocking the Tomberry, right? No, but we'll block the Ochu. 8/8 gets +1/+1 for each permanent in your graveyard. I would take a Namazu. But off of Evil Awakened? Not off of Evil Awakened. I mean, you might as well swing with the Tomberry. There's no reason not to, right? Like, that's just a free 2 damage. I can get the Harem down now. We have Evil Awakened guaranteed now. Trying to see exactly what we hit. Honestly, maybe I should be trying to... Oh, there goes our Great Knight Sword. You know what? We'll just crash in. Which means I probably should have played the reinforcements after the fact. But like either the Ochu trades here or the Ochu trades on the block. And if this like eats a combat trick, I'm cool with that. If it just like gets rid of a Death Toucher, that's cool too. I'm not using Evil We Awaken on a Miller. And these reinforcements did buy us a decent amount of life set to try and set up with. Okay. Also a... Go and enjoy. I'll probably play the Arum then. Yeah, let's go ahead, swing in. Play the Arum. I probably could have like waited a turn to play the Ahriman. Because then it could just like, if they go to remove it, then I can sack the Heck Dies in response. Get my card back. Ahriman would not be a bad candidate for Evil Awaken. Turn that into a 4/4 flyer that just like clocks them in 4 turns. We're also severely lacking our force, though. Might need to fix that line count a bit. Because if we top deck into Cloud of Darkness or Geneva, or Genova? Yeah, Genova. Ah, they had Vivo Awakened. They used it on their 3/3. Okay. Well, here's our green. Not sure why they didn't attack with a Tonberry. Kind of no reason. Reno and Rude. Whenever they deal damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library. Then you may sack another creature or artifact. If you do, you may play the card and spend any mana. That's pretty nice. Okay, see, they have 1 card in hand. This would be where reanimating the Heck Dice would actually be viable. But we're going to go ahead and get our card back. I guess the Ahriman does sack artifacts too for the Namazu. But maybe just trying to decide if they want to pop the removal now. Let's see. We got lands alright. Brawl set. Oh ho ho ho. Yep. Okay. So they go ahead and they eat the removal. We have our own, which is cool. Is it worth it to bring back the Arimon? It might. Feel like it is. Creature attacks. You may sacrifice another creature. You know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and get back the Arimon. And we'll just get rid of Reno and Rude past turn. Alright, we're in a top deck war, and this is a war that I feel very confident that we're going to win. Yeah, they're going to start swinging out. We're going to start swinging out. We're trading 5 for 6. And we're ahead on damage. Fang's pretty cool. I'm also at a point now where I can block. Like, they're dead in 2 turns right now. Swing for 6. That doesn't do enough. That doesn't even 2-turn clock me. But let's see. We'll pass the blocks. Go like that. Activate. Sacrifice Fang. Get the card back. See, now we're hitting our greens. See, that's just cruel. Now the Tomberry doesn't even block the reinforcements effectively. This is sack another creature artifact. Yeah, and they didn't draw any removal, so that's gonna be game. Oh, that's 1 win. Alright, so with draft specifically, 3 wins is okay. 4 is ideal, right? It's like 15 gems to play, so that's 1,000. 4 will get you 14. Yeah, 4 wins is the minimum that you want that you want in order to feel good about spending the gems to get in. 5 wins is when you go plus. So 4 is the goal. 5 is the plus. But like if you just have money to throw at drafts, you know, you don't really care as much. Alright, this hand's... Oh, right, we didn't adjust the colors. Alright. But this is fine. We have turn 2 removal. And we have mill gain life, mill gain life. We have all 3 of our colors. The town inside me, I guess. And we got Trader too to help out. A Sahagin. That could be problematic. Getting the fight on there is huge. Ooh, and we hit Genova. So then am I willing to take a turn off to play it? Not yet. Okay, Thief's Knife. I think we're just playing another reinforcements. Yeah, we're playing defense for now. Missed a land drop. Get back Genova and reinforcements now. And we can hold up removal if things get really hairy. This is 4 mana re-equip. Equip creature gets +1/+1. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay, so that's just straight up Saboteur. The Cloud of Darkness is also just a powerful melt now. Sahagin. Oh, that is... I need to make the land drop really bad, so I'm going to do this main phase. Is it worth playing the cacti? I don't think it is. Alright. Instant Ramen comes down, they draw a card. Ideally, I draw one more land, and then I can play Hecdice and fight on. And I can get back both the Marlboro and Genova. When this creature enters, search your library and or graveyard for an artifact mana value 2 or less, put it to your hand. Also, it flies, so that's going to be the mogul that we get rid of. World map. Alright. You want to swing? You feeling lucky, punk? Alright, get rid of the flyer. We're set there. Perfect. That's what we want. We could fight on. We also just have Cloud of Darkness now. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of the token. And I feel like we can go ahead and start crunching in. Let's see. The Namazu also just like gives us an extra mana with the Hecdice. Nova is 4 mana. Play the Namazu Trader. We're at 5 mana. If we had like 2 more. Yeah, I think we play the Namazu Trader this turn to start setting up Genova to refill our hand. And oh, we just get the extra draw. Okay, go ahead and attack with Cloud of Darkness. Whenever artifact you control enters, Tidus gets a counter. And whenever Tidus attacks, he taps target creature an opponent controls. Okay. So then, here's a forest. They're not playing black? Not playing black. We don't have to worry about discarding. Here's Namazu Trader. They might go... Okay. Destroy Cloud of Darkness. That is fine, you fool. You absolute fool. Now we get Fight On and we get Cloud of Darkness. And we ate their Thief's Knife. That's pretty great. So now what do? We get back Cloud of Darkness. We get back Genova. We put counters on the Hecdice. We sack the Hecdice. We draw 2 cards. And we get to Surveil too. That's pretty cool. They can spend 4 mana to re-equip the Thief's Knife. That'll make Tidus a 3/2. That would trade evenly with the reinforcements. Let's see. Instant Ramen, World Map. Yeah, these are the kinds of artifacts that you want to play if you're building around Tidus. No, they're going to equip it to the Sahagin. Also, can I just say that the job select animation is really cool, and it makes me even madder that we did not get either Scholar or Gunbreaker as job select cards. Like, wow, what a scam. Ooh, and we got another Namazu. That's Pog. Yes. I want to get Geneva and Cloud of Darkness. They've got 2 mana open. And nothing doing. Fantastic. They didn't have a counter for Genova. I think the priority is just the Instant Ramen. Yeah. Put the power on the Hecdice. Oh, they're using the removal on the Hecdice. Wow. Okay. I have another Namazu Trader. I am perfectly happy to do it like this. Okay, so they're not gonna. It was me offering the trade. What that was. But now we do just like Cloud of Darkness, get rid of Sahagin. And I don't think we have to worry about Tidus. So we should be able to just start taking over the game now. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump up one of the reinforcements. This is what? Damage equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of equipment you control to target creature. This might just be... Yeah, that might just be them wanting to be able to remove Genova. This could also be a Trumpet Blast, I guess. But I still have all these. I guess I'd use the Trader first, because then that's just like 4 cards on attack. And like, in a stalemate like this, I'm sitting at 25 life. Spencer! That is, I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that at all. But like, because like, he's just dead now, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's just go ahead and play the Namazu Trader here. Lose a life. I go combat. I don't get greedy. Nah. Let's just go ahead and put it on the Trader. Whenever mutant you control dies, draw cards equal to its power. I don't need either of those. I draw 4 cards. I get land for turn. Gaius is actually really great with Genova's effect. Town Greeter is also cool. Let's just... Actually, hold on. How many cards do I have left in my deck? 12? I will be in danger of milling out if I do that. Let's just play Fang. I'm going to try not to worry about playing Reinforcements or Town Greeter right now. We have removal, removal, removal. And I think we just start swinging in, right? That sounds about right. They might have Ultima, and if they do, I actually have a much easier time rebuilding than they do since I have a full grip of cards now. Cloud of Darkness and Van Belsar. Yeah, at this point, we are just going to start using Genova to pump everyone up so they can just punch through. Resentful Revelation is a... 3, 6, 7, 8. I can... Gaius now. Or I can go combat. Put it on Fang. I'm not going to sacrifice the treasure. I'm just going to go straight to beats. We'll use the intervention if they have any tricks, and then we'll clean up with Gaius afterwards. Because right now, we just want to close out the game. We have all the cards in hand. They're, like, damn near hellbent. Got 11 cards in deck. Okay, so they're willing to trade the Namazu and bounce off the Sahagi. I'm cool with that. Gets 4-0. Okay. Sephiroth says no. And then... yeah. For whom do you fight? Non-token. For whom do you fight? And do you believe in Eorzea? How very glib. Ah, they have Jill. Return up to one other non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Return the Namazu. Understandable. Have a nice day. But... alright, so here's Cloud of Darkness. Go combat. Put it on Gaius. And then... pass the turn. Like, we've got 10 cards left in our deck. Everything's going according to Keikaku. Bingo boingo. Yeah, Genova's pretty cool. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Why don't we switch over to some Final Fantasy stuff here? There we go. Listen to Thamor's playlist. Okay, so I was worried about the amount of actually, like, enabling mill that we had. Turns out we're actually fine. And I keep forgetting to fix the lands. I want to cut one swamp for a forest. Let's see. We have Marlboro, Gaius, Geneva. This is okay if we manage to get one more land. Hey, one more land. Exactly what I wanted. Whenever another artifact or creature an opponent controls dies, he gets a counter. Is that worth removing? If it is, it's gonna be on this next turn. Shinra Reinforcements. I can play Shinra Reinforcements and start making Genova a lot better. But Treachery also has a kicker that sacrifices a creature. Let's see, Gabrith does have Mets, which is a problem. But this sets up a little better. Because then we can play Genova, put a counter on the reinforcements. Aerith! That might be a card that we need to hit now, so it doesn't get insane. This is just whenever it gets a counter, dies. Okay. Let's do this. Now Judge can't attack well. Now we have a bigger reinforcements. We can still get Genova back. Notably, Genova only draws us cards if a mutant dies on our turn. So if we get to untap, then we play Gaius. We sacrifice reinforcements. That's pretty nice. We can actually attack in. We could play Gaius, draw cards, and then put power on Gaius. I like that. Sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. So then, yeah, they sacrifice Pooh. We get to draw 3 new cards. And we just reloaded, which is huge. We can also play Cloud of Darkness now. Ah, they hit us with the Aerith rescue mission. Shinra reinforcements, always happy to see you. This is 5 mana. Let's go ahead and... Aerith has to actually, like, deal damage, and she puts counters on stuff. So what if we played Shinra reinforcements? Played out a swamp. And then went... no, hold on. Yeah. Next combat. Put counters on Shinra reinforcements. No attacks. Kicker. Target. Sack. Draw 3 cards. And we've just, like, gotten Omega value as is. Man, I wish we had a Lab Maniac. This would have been insane. Paladin arms. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and block you. Evil Reawakened. That's pretty great with Malboro. Think about how we want to do this then. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And now's the part where we just, like, start shooting everything. Put on Gaius. Swing with Gaius. Because now everything is just, like, big. Cecil Dark Knight. And another Judge Gabrith. Sephiroth's Intervention. You're always happy to see that too. Let's just go combat and swing. Oh, right. Forgot about that. So we would actually just, like, deck ourselves. So let's not say we did. Yeah, Nova actually is really, really dangerous. Damn. You know what? At this point, I would Evil Reawakened. Just to, like, get rid of the last card in their hand. Yeah, I would. I would. Marlboro does the same thing, though. I would like that very much. I would go to combat. I would put more power on Cloud of Darkness. And then I would pass the turn. This is what, 7 mana, prevent all damage that be dealt to creatures you control. Holy shit, this card is sweet. Uh, God, if we had a Lab Maniac, I would splash that in a heartbeat. Ooh, Gaius. I killed you once, I can do it again. Deck is sweet. Genova's sweet. Alright, that got us the 3 wins. One more pretty much buys us a new draft. Because then we're just like, what? Net loss 100? I mean, the ideal would be just to, like, go the 7-0 and be like, sweet. This hand does not go nearly fast enough. This hand is missing black. But I still have not actually fixed the issue, so we'll keep the 6. The intervention helps. Generous reinforcements. I think if we top deck, like, Squall is actually just a massive stabilizer if we get this going. White Mage Staff. Alright. Red-white equipment. Out. We might just lose this because we didn't draw black in time. Alright. Opponent passing and going. That is what we'd love to see. Alright, so here's reinforcements. Okay. Cloud of Darkness is now in there. Battle menu. Make a night token. Okay. White Auracite exiles reinforcements. Okay, well. We can play Squall. Hold up the Treachery for the next turn. And then drop Genova on the turn after that. Because I think Genova is one of the ways that we stabilize best. So if they have additional removal, I'm willing to give up Squall for it. Okay. They might have a battle menu. And if that's what happens... then that's what happens. But now Squall's a 4 or 5, and they have to deal with Genova. Hopefully next turn... I might just play the Revelation specifically so we can try and find more. Okay, well, we can still have Genova. Okay. Pump spells. I'm going to block the 2-2. Side quest, catch a fish. You gave your upkeep, look at the top card. If it's an artifact or creature, reveal it, put it in your hand. If you put a card in your hand this way, create a food token and transform. Pay 3 second artifact, put a counter on each creature you control. That would be something they could do right away, and that would be really, really bad. I need to hit another land drop. I need another swamp. Alright, so now we can go ahead and... get rid of that. Submit 0. Oh, I could actually put the counters on the opponent's creatures and then draw when mutants die. That's pretty cool. Alright. Oh no, they got me with the white oversight again. Fuck. Well, the Ifrit is going to die on their turn. So then I could just treachery the token. Yeah, it's going to die on their turn. So I can also play Gaius, make them sacrifice a token. That'll keep me a creature. Each player sacrifices a creature token of their choice. Alright, Girlfriend Ifrit triggers. Girlfriend Ifrit is gone. They got rid of a ton of our cards. They got rid of one of our better cards. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. They put a counter on each token you control. That's insane, brother. And here I am, desperately trying to hold on. Make an intervention. I think we're fine as long as we can hit like another reinforcements. So glad we dealt with the fishing as quickly as we did. Okay, makes a bird. This has pay 3 to equip. Yep. And the token is 1/1. Kind of need to aggressively block here. And then get another one of those. We're hanging on. That is not what we need. I mean, these games happen. We're bottoming out. Biggest issue here. Probably wanted to blow up that token. Like as soon as something was cast. Definitely wanted to do that before they got a chance to attack and get the life gain trigger. General reinforcements is weirdly enough the thing that we need. That stabilizes us a bit better. Yep. Alright, Freya is now a 2/2 that kills us in 4 turns. We're getting there. We've got 15 cards left in our deck. We lost our fight on. Do we still have evil? We do still have evil as an out. And if we have evil as an out, I think we go with Cloud of Darkness. Oh, whoops. Forgot about Laughing Mad. Freya could actually just like... Oh, God. Freya actually just like murders us. Alright. Oh, that's a game that we drop. Ouch. General's reinforcements actually mattered quite a bit there. But we didn't see them soon enough. It's fine, we're still 3-1. This is like the issue I have with doing any sort of drafting. The issue is that I'm not drafting to like draft and play the set, even though I do kind of really like this set, so I am enjoying playing it. But I'm doing it specifically for the cards, right? Like, I feel like I'm playing for the wrong reason to actually enjoy the thing. Oh, okay, we're on the draw. This hand is sweet if we hit another land. If being the operative word here. And we did. Alright, great sword first, maybe? Great sword first, maybe. Especially since that's a 3/3 now. Now we have a 4/1 to trade with. Now we really just need to hit that 4th land. Because, like, we can pay the life, and at least we'll take the creatures out with them. Oh no, they exiled the artifact! Shit. Alright, well, we can't just let that potato handle that alone. We'll get the life back with reinforcements. And exactly what I wanted to see. Attack with a token. For whom do you fight? And now we can go ahead, drop Squall next. And then we can just go into Shimmer Reinforcement, Shimmer Reinforcement. Because the Bard Bow is like, what? That's 6 mana? Whenever a creature you control attacks only gains double strike until end of turn. That's really good. I don't have any green. So I would have to Namazu Trader for it. Doing this pre-combat gives guys double strike. So they could have the 5 mana 6 damage card. They do have the 5 mana 6 damage card. But if we draw yet another land, then I can go Namazu. Chocobo Racetrack is really good here. Now Gaius just does not get to attack through. The Shimmer Reinforcements also start trading. That Racetrack is really bad. We're going to need to make sure we grab our natural allies here. Light of Judgment. I thought about it. I should have played around it. But at the same time, it's like... Because, like, yeah, if they're just, like, passing... you know what? How do I feel about this? I think I'm fine just taking the 3 here. Because I'm really hoping the double spell here soon. Oh, that's actually a problem. Bill 4, put a land from among them into your hand. No! There goes the airship crash. I did not do that correctly. I did not do that correctly at all. That's 6 mana, destroy target non-land permanent. That gets rid of the traitor. Damn, we lost a bunch of spells, and we also have traitor in the graveyard. And I did not grab a forest, I grabbed the town. I forgot I made land drop already. Alright, we're chilling. We'll take that. Here's Ahriman, I guess. Ahriman makes for a really good hit on this. So 6 mana, crack the Pandora. That gets rid of Ahriman. No, they're gonna surveil. Let's see. We can get Squall back with Rising Evil. Use Ahriman, block the 5/4. Okay, we're chilling. That's what I want. Alright. Drop the reinforcements. And then drop the reinforcements. 2, 3. There goes Evo reawakened. One, 2, 3. Let's see. I think I'm in a position where I'm going to go ahead and start offering the trade. Like, they can just, like, re-equip the bow. But then that's going to eat their mana. Maybe that was horrible, actually. Yeah, we lost our Evo Reawakened in our fight on, so we have no way to get Squall back. Don't like that. The opponent's got like half the health we do, too. They can just like chill. And I'm drawing nothing but lands. I could try attacking. It just doesn't work. What are we doing here? What's my out? Maybe having like 3 of those guys is just too much. Yeah. We milled through our... We milled pretty heavily and we lost like all of our outs here. And with this many chocobos, I don't think we're surviving. I could probably trade Gaius and the town greeter to get on the Bard's bow. If I can get Genova, that's probably how we win the time war, right? Okay, so I could do big swing out. This is what, 10, 15 damage on the crackback? 15 damage on the crackback. Am I okay with that? I had to start swinging, right? This is a turn where I can feasibly like swing because these Shinra reinforcements are not going anywhere anytime soon. Oh god. I had to trade 2 real cards for a land. And now they got red. And they can re-equip Bard. That blocks the Cloud of Darkness. I mean, I'll take hits to my life if I can keep making... Oh, please don't tell me she's at the bottom of my deck. Please don't tell me she's at the bottom of my deck. This is unfortunately what we call an awkward moment. Okay, maybe it's worth the 6 mana to just like shut off flyers completely. Because like the opponent knows that all they have to do is like wait. If I can't attack through, then I've got nothing. At least I can attack in with the Marlboro. I can also just like start making the Cloud of Darkness bigger. This is where having Xenos would actually be pretty bonk. Oh, they had a combat trick. Yeah, that would. I'm gonna be real. I don't think we have a way to get out of here. Lucky, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you, thank you. Sorry that you have to come in at a time where we're kind of just playing the draw go game and we are going to be losing magnanimously. Ah, that's... I could probably even like fight through the chocobos if I just like got rid of that bar. You know what? I don't think we're getting through this, and I've got games I need to... other games I need to play. Chances are pretty good that if we play around the Fire of Light, we actually start getting through, because then the soldiers have just milled us into straight up gas. Might even be... No, the soldiers do such a good job of milling us. I don't think... Danger. This guy's actually pretty good. Like, I don't think we even need to discard the Marlboro. Like, we can lead off on Town Greeter. We've got Resentful Revelation. Prompt to Argentum. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell for 4 mana or more, make a treasure choke. Alright, so this is going to be a mill 4, grab a land. Town Greeter's probably just going to be a speed bump. I get so much life back with the reinforcements, I probably don't need to chump. Captain Landry Storm is a problem. Yeah, we'll just take the life here. Get that back with reinforcements. That's like an attack and a half right there. Lose our regrow. Probably want that extra fight on then. Is it worth cutting reinforcements for the extra fight on if that's going to be the case? Alright, we got Girlfriend Ifrit. Reinforcements is stopping them in their tracks. That helps. So the real question is, do I play Squall on curve? Because they haven't really like played any removal just yet. I think I'm willing to hold off on one turn. Just to see what they do. If I can hold off Squall until like after the Marlboro, that's pretty huge. And we only have like one animation spell left, so Feign is pretty minimal. Ash, Princess of Damascus. This is probably worth blocking for. Because the Girlfriend Ifrit's going to go away in a couple of turns. Gaia's Van Belsar. You are also fairly interesting. Play Gaius. Make everyone sack creature token. They can sacrifice Ifrit or Ash. They probably just sacrifice Ifrit, right? Okay, they're going to sacrifice one of their 2/2s, and then Ifrit will go away. Like, we're going to drop the Marlboro next. Marlboro walls him pretty hard. Lightning? Oh, that is oof. Tax, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You know what? Yeah. We'll run that out. So this will eat the last card in their hand, which is whatever removal spell they were holding. Oh, they were holding a Fang. Okay. We got rid of Light of Judgment. Boboro blocks lightning now. Now we can play Squall. They top deck into land. They play their Resentful Revelation for the turn. And now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's Genova. Put it on Fang. No attacks just yet. But we do go ahead and grab Heck Dies. Okay. Now we have 2 creatures that survive lightning. Genova eats Light of Judgment. That's fine. That's not Squall. That's pretty much exactly what we were waiting for. Pay 3 life on the lightning is actually really fucking good. That is painfully good, in fact. So, how about instead we get rid of lightning? Alright, we're staring at each other. Garland. Shinra reinforcements, okay. I would like to queen in. Am I the beatdown? I think I'm allowed to be. Garland does come back as a 5/5. We're not really worried about that. Because Garland's just going to trade with whatever we deal with. You can play the Heck Dies now. Let's see. Go to combat. Queen in. Alright. Fiasco has been defeated. It's another Garland. Honestly, we're probably at the point now where we just start swinging in with everything. Yeah, I think we're at the point where we just have to start swinging in with everything. Specifically Squall. And just Squall. This sucks. Alright. Just wear him down. Just wear him down. We definitely milled through too many of our cards. We have plenty of cards here. Oh no, Squall! They had more removal. Well, Evil reawakened. Who would he want? We can grab Marlboro. Gaius would get rid of Captain Landry Storm. We need a card that just like wins. Genova wins eventually. We need a card that wins like now. And this one's in 3 turns if they don't answer it. Don't think we attack. I think Cloud of Darkness is a 3-turn clock. Regardless. And I think that's a Hellgigas. Alright. Go combat. Swing 5. And then... just go intervention now, I guess. 2 more turns. Alright, that's Garland. If Garland doesn't transform... They have 3 Garlands? Alright, Cloud of Darkness, go boom! So, kind of no matter what, we don't want Garland to transform. This is 3 damage to each creature. Which means we need to top deck a creature. Pass. Alright, go combat. Swing in. Oh, God. I probably should Resentful Revelation. Okay, no, I think that's it. Okay, we got there. That's a GG. Oh, that came down to the wire. Okay. We are going through our deck really fast. Which is cool, but also a little worrisome. And we got to the 4, though. I think I want to cut 1 of the Shinria, and I want to put in 1 more of the fight. Yeah, I think that's about right. 1 more fight on. We did get victory. We got our 4 wins. We got our 4 wins, so, like, that pays for a draft on its own. But also, damn. Takes me, like, 2 hours just to get through 1 draft. Although I guess we did do a lot of messing around early on. This is going to be an easy mulligan. And doesn't do anything. Like, we got the Trader on 4, and we got some late removal, but... need more than that. And, like, we cut down on the consistency just a little bit by losing one of the Shinra operatives. This is not that much better. Got the Trader. Put back guy. Well, no. Put back a land? Marlboro grabs us a land anyway? If we hit the green, we can use Greeter anyway. Yeah, I think that works. We're also not going to get to rest, so that works. Honestly, that's fun. If I get like another draft token, I'm probably going to spend it this season. Ooh, Sinners has become the highest grossing live-action original film domestically in the past 15 years. Yeah! Yeah! It's a really good fucking movie. It's by the same director that did Black Panther, the Creed series about Apollo's son from Rocky. Yeah, he did some other decent films too. Yeah. Evil Reawakened. That's what you love to see. That means that we can actually get the Marlboro out a turn early if we need to. And then I'm trying to think of what else he did, but like when he did Black Panther, that was like one of his first major projects. Well, you've seen Black Panther at least. I would hope so. It's like one of the better Marvel films. Like legitimately good. And Sinners? Ah, God. Vampires in 1930s Mississippi. That is a premise. And like the way that it's set up, that first half of the movie, you would not think that it's a vampire film. But the last half of it, just like, oh God, it's like, it feels like a major genre shift as, you know, for suddenly discovering that your world is full of mythical creatures and monsters ought to do. Opponent is not connected. What do we want? We're gonna get another swamp off of Marlboro. Ah, Shinra reinforcements. Alright, now the opponent's with us. Oh, Cloud of Darkness off of Evil Awakened. That's pretty hot. Alright, UFO. Heck dies. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I could play Plains and then Namazu Trader. I think I like that. Because I'm no longer looking at just reanimating Marlboro, I could probably hardcast Marlboro. There's an Arum. So this has, I can sack a creature to surveil 2. That's probably what I end up doing then. Go to attacks. Sacrifice Town Greeter. Namazu and then Dark Knight Greatsword. I want the Dark Knight Greatsword. We can put the Trader into the bin. Opponent's on black-red. Now what? We want to hold on to the Evil Awakened. Marlboro probably comes down as soon as we have land. So I guess that means that we're playing an Arum. I want to draw the Greatsword. We're not going to use the treasure on Marlboro. Pufo is going to try and ramp them, I guess. Destroy up to one target creature. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under an opponent's control this turn, Create a treasure token. Then if you have 3 or more treasures, it turns into Yezmat, ultimate mark. Okay, gets rid of the Aram. That's fine. I probably... Honestly, maybe I do play Gaius. Like, if we can get rid of the UFO, that gives us a lot of cards to come back. And we also have the option of bringing back Gaius. Behavior end step. Okay, that's how that works. Then we're probably going to want to hold on to Evil Awakened specifically for that. Yeah. Alright, so play Gaius, get rid of the Pufu so we can actually get some pressure on him. At the beginning of your end step. Well, Pufu is definitely giving him land for days. Please sacrifice a non-token creature. No. We are kind of getting to the point where I might need to consider cycling the Marlboro because we're not seeing another... Oh, hey. So there's Genova. Alright. Oh, shit! I fucked up. I fucked up. Alright, let's go ahead and do it like this. Sacrifice the hero token. What is the value of Gaius net? Pretty good. Alright, now they're a 5. They don't have a lot of life to play around with. Dark Crystal! And then Blazing Bomb. That insulates against the against Gaius, alright. Alright, and they're going to sacrifice, eat the Namazu. Go up to 7. But now we just... Yeah. What is this? Whenever if a non-token creature to Poke controls would die, exile, you gain 2 life, so we don't want to play Gaius now. We want to Evil Awakened, Cloud of Darkness, pay 3 life, suit up the Shinra, swing, pass, let them top deck, not removal. Deadly Dispute, sack the treasure, draw 2 more cards. Put target creature onto battlefield tapped under your control with 2 additional counters. So it doesn't even give him anything. It gives him extra mana to play removal, I guess. Wow. Okay, Darkness Crystal is a little worse than I thought it was. Was never into boxing. It's outside. Maybe Punch Out and Super Punch Out. So no Rocky or Relay movies for you. Honestly, I would be interested in... I wasn't really like into boxing either, but I still really enjoyed Rocky. Alright, we're officially plus. Like, Rocky is just a solid movie. Those first 3 movies... I think they've earned their status for being iconic, but, you know, I can't actually get husband to watch them with us because he doesn't really dig with sports films. Also, this hand needs help. If we can get Shinra reinforcements, we're okay. This would be a greedy hand to hold on to. We're on the play. We have Shimmer. If we just like get that third land, we can play Shimmer's reinforcements. Fight on helps us regrow and anything. Like if we hit a Marlboro, then we can start cycling it away. All right, swap, and there we go. Let's see. So now we just hit like any fourth land, and we can drop Genova. And then we've got Evil Reawaken to help back up the Cloud of Darkness. That's what we like to see. There's Fang. No, it's all lands. So that got rid of lands off the top, I guess. Although I would have liked that Windhurst. Sahagin. Sahagin blocks pretty good. But with Genova here... Now reinforcements are actually deadly. And they can spend a removal spell to get rid of Genova. Then we've got Fight On. You can also play Feign first to try and like get max value. No, they're gonna run out Ultros. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana is spent to cast, tap target creature and opponent controls puts a stun counter on it. And then the 8 mana is probably not gonna matter. Ahriman. Well, there's Fang. I do actually have to be careful because there are some good... Oh, God. Look at the top card of your library at any time. As long as they attack, you may play the top card of your library. Oof. Okay. So that's a 3/5. Oh. Namazu Trader is here. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Ultros... It's a card that we're probably going to have to get rid of now. Because the ability to, like, keep us tapped down is actually really obnoxious. Now they can play the top card of their deck. Yep, there's Heck Dies. Let's go ahead and drop Ahriman. I'm going to have to start sandbagging some lands, too, to help deal with this. We have our own Heck Dies. You know what? Let's go combat, swing trader, and reinforcements. I'm not going to sack anything. Okay. Play the Cloud of Darkness. This probably gets syncopated? No. Okay. Now, they can still play a creature and then crew the Lunar Whale. Yep, there's the Marlboro. There's the Marlboro that we played around. And we lost Trader, Reinforcements, Land. Let's go... How many permanents we got in our graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a lot. Let's go combat... Swing Cloud of Darkness. Alright, so they are going to go ahead and crew. Which is great for us. Because now we get back Cloud of Darkness. We get to draw an extra card, which insulates us against any Marlboro shenanigans. And I would gladly give up Gaius to hold on to Fight On. Yep. There it is. It's removal, and Town Greeter. Let's go combat, swing with Cloud of Darkness. And then could find out now and play around any counter magic. But if they kill the Cloud of Darkness, she's going to be one of the things that I want to reanimate. So, let's see. Rook turret. Lock Coal. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get back Genova and Heck dies. Alright, perfect. That's what we want to see. Because now we can go Heck dies, make them discard their last card. It was retrieve the Esper. Cloud of Darkness is already going to have to be blocked. Let's go ahead and make Namazu better at blocking, I guess. Lock Coal. I could swing out, and they have to block everything. Decline. Like, this is actually just like a really bad deal for them if they trade on the trader because of Genova's ability. So I would gladly take a 4-card redraw. Yeah! Look at all those cards! We got like 9 cards left. And putting counters on the Cloud of Darkness doesn't actually change the... Squall absolutely changes the... So then this is 3, 6, 7... Pay 3 life, switch it over to Heck dies. Make it so that way... And then boop, 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 boop. Whoops! I drew way too many fucking cards. I'm at 9. I'm at 10 life. This is actually lethal. Because I forgot that I forgot that Squall has to, like, let the card attack alone. If I just let Cloud of Darkness attack alone, that would have been game. And I just completely biffed it. Alright, sacrifice a token creature. I don't know what I'm playing around, but like I'm still doing it. Okay, there we go. Took us an extra turn, but we got there. Genova's fucked up. Alright, so when we take the rest of our drafts, you know, we gotta remember that we actually had unable to join the event. Try again. What? What? Connection error. Waiting for server. They can't do this to me! I was 6-2! Alright, let's relaunch the game real quick. And let's see if we can bring home that trophy. And then give it the old twiddle-dee-dum. There we go. Keep forgetting the Squall has Exalted because he's a knight. What in the... What? What happened? Quick Draft, Aether Drift, Starter Duel, Alchemy... Where is my draft? What the hell just happened? What? They took did they just take down all of the... Oh my god, what is going on here? Hold on. I need to consult the trans folk. Okay, there's no alchemy sets for Universes Beyond. Okay, you know, it looks like a lot of people are playing Final Fantasy right now. Damn. Okay. Oh, let's go into the Discord. Wild thing, guys. Apparently, Arena had to take down the limited events. Traffic is at an all-time high. Which means that we are going to continue to see people do this. But maybe that's too much to ask for. I'm going to try exiting the game. I'm going to try opening Steam. See if there's like a hot fix going on. No, there appears to be no hot fixing. I could try going to manage. No. Okay. So, so if this doesn't work, I guess we're gonna be playing Brawl a lot sooner than I thought. But like, right, it got me right as I was 6-2, and also if you're seeing like a little doppelganger behind me, that's just because OBS has auto snapped on. Authentication timed out, huh? We're gonna reconnect there. Wow, okay. See, here's the thing, too. Arena has a relatively small development team. And yes, they are hiring more people on to help out and work, but they're being very judicial with how they do it. Because as Ian, one of the head developers, explained, you know, having to hire on people means having to have people who, you know, spend their time training these people to understand the code, understand the system, when, you know, there are other things that also need to be taken care of. And so you can slowly bring people on to a point, but there gets to be where you're trying to bring on too many people too fast, and you're not actually working on the things that make the game playable. Like this. Alright. Let's try and... Damn. It's gonna be a wild day if, can't even actually get this going. Trying to reconnect. Technical difficulties? Yeah, on Arena's side. So, like, let me, loop this in real quick. Unable to log in. Authentication failed. Check status, reconnect, log out. We can try hitting the reconnect all we want. But, like, we might not even get to play Brawl now. And if that happens, well, like, what the fuck? I had today all blocked out specifically for playing Magic. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. I was actually having a lot of fun. I tried logging out, then logging back in if the reconnection doesn't work. I'm actually enjoying the limited environment so far. So far. That's because I think I think that's partially because we got a real cool and sick black-green milling deck. Okay, let's go ahead and try logging that out. Try logging back in. Waiting for the server. Oh, baby. Authentication timed out. Well then. Well then. Okay. Let's see what the, Yeah, this is likely the most players it has ever had. I see. Interesting. Okay, yep. Yep. Arena is officially down, and I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to get back there, so it's like... Wow. I mean, I'll keep hitting reconnect. So, in the meantime, it looks like we might end up just yapping. We might just end up yapping. We might just, like, spend some time reconnecting. Like, I could switch over to something like Final Fantasy 14, still enjoy a stream day. But it's like, at that point, am I really doing what I want to be doing? Am I really streaming? Because, like, you know, I can log into Final Fantasy 14. We can play some Tamora. I could actually do some Nova Drift. Nova Drift has actually ended up being really fun. You just log in, you just start going pew 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 pew. Yeah, there's Armor Core 6, and I probably would enjoy streaming that too. But I'm waiting specifically until after I've cleared the main scenario. I want to be able to do like any of the missions with Lila specifically. So there's a modification for Armor Core 6 that has co-op. And Lila and I have been really kitty eyes at that. I'm not really one for spoilers, but that's not really accurate either. It's probably more accurate to say I don't really mind if I come across incidental spoilers, right? If I see like a picture on Twitter, or if someone shares some art, or I happen to see some friends talking about a thing, like I don't mind. That's the point where I don't mind. People who would go out of their way to say, oh, hey, you know, there's this and this, and like they're intentionally just saying it to, you know, spoil the future for you. Like, I think that's the context where I do actually care about spoilers. Is where it's being done with like actual malice and trolling. So like, I'm not going out of my way to look for Armor Core 6 spoilers because I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there in my own time and playing. So, you know, I'm here to enjoy the ride. At the same time, though, the parts and stuff, like the funnels and the alien technology that we're gonna get in the later levels of Armored Core, I don't consider those spoilers. As far as spoilers go, you don't care if you haven't started watching and playing it yet. Spoil something for me right before it happens, then you might have to throw hands. There we go. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Like, here's the thing. So Lila started streaming Heart of the Woods, right? It's her all-time favorite visual novel from Studio Lawn. It's a mystery thriller, I guess you would call it. It's like a supernatural thriller type story. And it's got cute girls kissing cute girls in it. So good stuff there. I had heard about a lot of the twists and stuff just from friends passively talking about it. But I didn't really have any interest in checking it out. So it didn't really bother me. But I'm watching Heart of the Woods now through Lila's VODs. So I kind of care a little bit more, but not about like the bigger stuff. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like another example, the Super Sentai season. You know, the source series that Power Rangers gets all its footage from. I don't care about people posting pictures of the 6th Ranger or anything like that, or the new Zords. Yeah, that's literally part of the previews of next episode and this week from the show itself. And like nothing about the design tells me about the story that's happening. Like I'm not good. It doesn't ruin the journey to know what something looks like. And it's like the same in Hollow Knight too. So I looked up how to get a couple of abilities in Hollow Knight, and my wife was surprisingly, miffed at me for looking those up. She just told me, if there's something that you want to look up, tell me, I will look it up for you, and then I will tell you. And I'm like, okay. And like, I get it. I kind of don't like, I didn't feel good about, getting to see a bunch of the stuff that involved getting the power-ups of the items. We're gonna be, all right, this is like the worst cookie clicker game of all time. Gotta step out. Bro drafted you for guard duty for his 2'3" spawn. Hey, good luck watching the kid. Thank you for hanging out while Arena was still tenable. Yep. People in the chat. Yep. Something is happening. Cause a spike. Yeah, this is the most traffic Arena has allegedly ever gotten. This is alleged. Let's see. No. Allegedly needs to go after this. Yeah, allegedly. This is the most traffic Arena has ever gotten. So the whole structure has just fallen apart. Yep. And I'm looking at the graphic right now. Doesn't actually have the y-axis for me to actually see like the amount, but it is double what is usually typical for a set release. No, that's just within the 7-day period. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Then, like, I've got Mint in chat saying that she's jealous of my of our sealed or our draft pool. Don't be. I just got a nuts. Sick. Turn off the little reply at. That way, folks know that Naya's not doing Final Fantasy this week. We'll do she'll do Balatro or something on Friday instead. Honestly, Balatro isn't bad. Balatro's a good yapping game. Assuming that, you can actually run the game and then, be able to yap. Zhao returns, just may not be too chatty because of her. Understandable, sir. Oh, gosh. Would really, really like for this to... Okay, am I getting the high score? Am I getting the high score? I hit the button. So that's got to be like another 20 points at least. If this doesn't fix itself, I will literally switch to Nova Drift and just be like, "Welp, I guess we're just gonna wait to see." Actually, you know what? I just realized. Let's go ahead and take like a quick break. I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes, maybe. Since we're not doing much anyway. Alright, well, don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. The only reasonable thing that we can do is just... goddamn, I need to update those clips too. 4 dodge. 3 dodge. 2 dodge. Fucking go for it. Holy shit! Holy shit! Touchdown! Touchdown, Brody man! Holy shit! Oh my god! That's a touchdown! Let's see. The blue version has flying, the red version has first strike. I think I actually might be fine trading my Dracus for that. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my god. That's game. That's game. Holy crap. Oh my god, I forgot he actually just had a skill before specialized. Whenever he attacks, another attacking creature gets XO to end a turn where X is Scanus' power. Thrakus doubles. Oh my god, Stain. Oh my god. Spam Zero, you have my condolences. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. And we're just gonna hardcast the Avacyn.
Yeah, we drew your favorite card.
Yeah. I maintain that Avacyn is in fact Kalia's girlfriend. And that the two should never be separated.
But you separated them by cutting Kalia from the deck.
Oh no, you're right!
Oh no!
Wait, did they just try and bedevil Avacyn?
Oh.
Oh my god, the feel bad.
That poor soul. They might just be out of luck here unless they draw one of their few exile removal cards.
Yeah, for real. Like, we're just gonna bash in. And then we've got so much gas right now.
And so much mana. The bank job really is very strong.
It is absurd. I want to start getting some life too, so we're also going to drop a Baneslayer. Because, like, there's no kill like overkill. And, like...
You go ahead.
Oh, yep. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, they can definitely get rid of their own golem. Then he's gonna leap up like a fucking snake and snatch it out of the air. The ball right here. Can be picked off by him or him if we wait even just a bit. So we have to go for the fast release. But that's okay. That's what the slant is for. That's what the click slant is for. But Langford fucking gives up on his route. And it's like, oh, it's okay. I could just sit here. I could just sit here and grab the ball. But the quarterback's like, no, that's my ball. I'm gonna go get the ball. Langford, you gotta fight the ball. You gotta go fight for the ball. Creatures we have in here, we've only got Burning Rune Demon and Emia. I'm probably gonna exile Hard. Oh, they got the 7 so they can play their Sinner's Judgment. Then there, 3 more counters. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Bit of a miscalculation on my part. Bit of a very strong miscalculation on my part. Yeah, that's really all we can do. Damn. This card is obnoxious, especially when you're in mono black. I don't have too many answers for it either. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think they really care what they take. Alright, let's go full screen here. So... Wait a second. Is that Vtuber Studio? It is not Vtuber Studio. It is... Arena. So I have an idea, folks. If I get the reconnect screen one more time, then what we're gonna do is we are going to check in on the other folks who are also struggling. Yep. Okay. There we go. Let's do it like this. We're gonna head to twitch.tv. Maximize this. We're gonna go web browser. All right. So then, let's take a look here real quick. MTG servers died. Ain't that the fucking truth? So let's go ahead and go into... Just click on someone over here. Gazbane Goblin? Hold on. Is this even gonna get like a, There we go. Let's see if we can... Ah, it's an ad. Ah! The ads! The ads! They burn! They burn! Why? Come on. Come on. Come on. Help me out here. Help me out here. Come on. Hold on. What happened to my... What happened? I thought I had... Ah, there we go. Okay. So, yeah. This is Magic the Gathering, but it looks like they started playing... Is that Tactics? No, that's not Tactics. Or if it is, then I definitely don't recognize it. Chicken unloading ready run. Not assigned to any audio tracks. It would not be audible streams. Okay. Okay, they're on Moto. Hold on. We can browse. We can browse. We can look for Magic the Gathering. There's Amy. MTGA is down. It isn't just you. Okay. Man, imagine being a... Hold on. Adjust the volume just a little bit so that way I can hear myself talk. Imagine being a full-time streamer and then you have to put up with Arena's constant issues. Imagine having your income tied to a platform because you love the game so much and then the platform is just like struggling. Because there was something like this that happened not last year, it was like a couple of years ago, winter of 2023, I want to say, where the original Tarkir set came out, and there was a bug where if you had specific cards in your deck, then you were not able to log in. You were the only ones. Sigh. I'm actually gonna mute because that makes it easier. So like, yeah, it looks like we're Yep. A lot of people are just doing chatting right now. Is that what's up? People are switching over to Moto. Mr. Pro Jared here. Ow! Man just said this was still more interesting than Final Fantasy 13. Is that a comment from chat, or did he come up with that himself? Damn, either way. Yep. Oh wait, hold on. He said he was going to do something else. What's he planning? What's he planning? What is the goal here, sir? Yep. Okay. Man, what a rough day. What a rough day. So like, here's the thing, right? If you're gonna be, hold on, what? Oh, it's still okay. I had the mini window so open. So like, here's the problem with being a full-time content creator or full-time streamer for something like Magic. It is imperative that you get those day one views, because that is when people are going to be the most interested in checking out new stuff. So you don't want to, put off until, the next day or the day after that, because, look at all these views. Everyone is like spread out throughout all these views, and then one more person, if Amy stopped streaming, she just said, nope, we're not, I chose not to stream Magic today, then those 875 viewers, they go and check out something else. Either some portion of them check out other streams, some portion of them just don't watch it all because they're here specifically for Amy. But like, that is stream revenue, that is ads, that is redeems, that is subs that she is potentially not getting. Like, everyone builds their calendars around release day, myself included. Like, I am taking a day off from working on the HellQ video essay. I'm taking a break from working on my book, specifically because I was so excited to play this set that I wanted to play it on launch day. But then Arena, which, by the way, let's just do a check in here. But Arena, having the connection issues that it's having, kind of just gets in the way of that. Now, granted, it looks like a lot of these people have like good communities, and they're sticking around for the yapping, hoping that the connection issues get resolved somewhat quickly. But like, the damage is already being done. Some people are already deciding that they are going to, peace out until things come back, or they'll check the VODs, or they're just going to wait. And normally I would be in that crowd. I would just be like, okay, let's go ahead and wait back. And maybe that's what I should be doing. But we had draft tokens, and I really wanted to play. So for me, streaming is more of like a means to an end, which is I want to take the day off to play Magic, and in streaming it serves as like justification. But for other people whose livelihood depends on it, it's so fucking rough. And apparently the start deck actually comes with a code to put it on Arena, so that's amazing actually. That is really good. Okay. So how do we want to theoretically go into the V Chronicle Hall just to like chill, hang out, or we can go back to checking out the disaster that is currently trying to stream on Arena. The nerdy Steve, I recognize him. Ah, more ads. It's ads on ads on ads on ads. Oh, that actually reminds me. I should. I've been trying to figure out how I want to handle my lunch options, and I think the actual. Okay, let's do. Take a look. Okay, talk about limited. He's actually just a couple years younger than I am. Let's see. Mauled I watched some of his shorts for Commander. He does a lot of roasting specifically for commanders. He has this whole bit where he just goes off on a roast bit on your commander and then says whether or not he would smash. And honestly, it's a really good formula for shorts. Girl DM. Girl DM's trying to play. Final Fantasy unboxing, that's what she's doing. Okay. Girl DM is one of the larger VTubers. So kind of a nice surprise to see her in the Magic and cracking open packs, but you know, Final Fantasy would do that. I maybe this is just me, but I feel like I noticed more of the Final Fantasy crowd at the game shop this past pre-release, very specifically because it's Final Fantasy. And ideally, that is what Universes Beyond is for. It's for getting more people into the card game, and you know that's a fine thing. It's a fine thing for more people to take an interest in the game and decide that this is something that they can have fun with, or even just like collect the cards because you know whatever it's covering is something that means a lot to them. I think that's fine. But I think there is an issue with these sets kind of being like cilantro, I think is how I saw another streamer put it, with regards to how laser focused they are. Like the people who love these sets are going to freaking adore these sets. But for the people that it just does not, oh, okay, this guy's doing the, oh god, what was it? It's not the Foodle. One of the other duels, and I can't remember. Is this person drafting? Is Arena back online? Looks like Arena's back online for them. So let's, okay. Oh, can we get back in? Can we get back in? Can we get back in? Maybe? Hopefully? Oh, hold on. I don't know why I went back to Girl DM's stream. Nope. Still having connection issues. Still having connection issues. Alright. It looks like... Nope. Where do we go for active MTG servers? That's funny. Oh, she's trying. She's trying so hard. Yapping is hard. Like you have one of the reasons why I latched onto Magic as my first real like streaming thing is because I don't have to just like idly yap. I can actually run through my thought process and, you know, explain my line of thinking. And I enjoy that because part of it's educational. It fills a lot of dead air. And then it also gets people like thinking about the other lines of play too. Sometimes Chad will, you know, find the line for me. I don't know how that streamer managed to actually get. This person is doing Chocobo rankings. Oh, it's a VTuber too. May contain sexual themes. What? What are you talking? Put the Final Fantasy music back on, since apparently we're not getting browser source, and like that's fine. That's fine. Hey, look, it's us. It's us. Damn, not exactly a compelling thumbnail though. Actually, you know what? That recent interesting option. Okay, you know what? Let me just finagle with VTube Studio real quick, because if I'm gonna go content mode, like if I'm gonna go content farming mode, then I do want to be a little bit bigger. Check on Arena. Arena is still connecting. And while we're at it, we can go ahead and double check, make sure. Nope, still nothing. Nope, still reconnecting. All right, understood, Chief. Okay, so here's the secret. Magic is one of the easiest things to stream, harder to make evergreen content for. So like, let's go ahead and let's take a walk here. Go into the YouTube sphere. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in other circles, I guess. For Brawl specifically, it's really just deck text. You see a lot of it. You see, oh hey, that's me. Coverco Blue and Amy are probably one of the bigger streamers for Brawl specifically. If we were to go into Arena first results, it's gonna be new standard deck. It's gonna be Chocobo standard deck, Reanimator standard deck. Reanimating Bahamut is gonna be so fucking hot in Brawl. Arena, Mono Black, Drain, yep. Deck text. Yet another guide on how to maximize your value on Arena. Because god damn it, they sure ain't gonna give it to you for free. You're gonna have to work so hard for that. Okay, there's an interesting. I tried to get the highest rank in MTG in 30 days. You know what? I'll save that for later. Like my other account. What other streamers don't tell you about Cactus Malone? And then starts going into other stuff. Goes into my previously watched. There's not a lot of content for Arena. It's deck techs. It is seasonal stuff. You might get set reviews. And then it's gameplay too. I think that Mythic in 30 days is probably one of the few entertainment videos that I think I've actually seen. When you're a Magic creator, when you are involved in, trying to make content out of a game like Magic, it is living on a conveyor belt is what it is. You are living on a treadmill that perpetually keeps running, and if you misstep, you fall behind. You just flat out fall behind. Because it's set after set after set after set, and it's the crispy hash brown theory. Magic has so much staying power because each set that comes out is new and exciting and novel while still being kind of familiar and safe. Honestly, I could probably just like leave Amy up, and Amy will let us know. Yeah, Amy will let us know when Arena's back on. So you have to constantly churn out content. And I do mean content, not like, you know, entertainment or art or anything like that. I do mean content. Because it's conveyor belt, it's formulaic, and everyone does this. Everyone who gets involved in Magic does this at some point. When I was doing Commander Cast, it was the set reviews. We would have like the Commander set reviews. We would look at new commanders and stuff like that, and those took so long. And because Wizards started releasing more product, it became way too much, and it was just way too repetitive. And I'm really sure that contributed to my initial burnout with Commander. I had to pass on the podcast to Mark and move on with my life. And what I found when I was doing videos was that I did not enjoy the process of taking a stream, cutting out the dead air, and picking out games to showcase a deck, because there was no art in that. There was no like creative process here. It was just, yep, these are games that I played on stream. That's it. And I tried to add a little bit of spice and effects, but I think something like that really only works out if you're doing it on like a smaller scale, because Magic games, they just take a while. Magic games take quite a bit, and maybe it's something I would like to experiment with at some point, if I'm feeling saucy, is to record a game of Magic and give it the old Yu-Gi-Oh editing spin. Part of the problem is that Arena cannot save replays right now. People are asking for it. It's one of those many features that they're continuously working on. But it would be something, right? It would be art. It would be expression. It would be, I can take this game and then I can add all of the silly effects. I can add all of the sounds. I can add memes. That was what I really wanted to do with those playback videos. And trying to do it for like a whole hour's worth of content is just... Ugh. Yep, server's still down. But what if it worked for me specifically? What if it worked for me specifically? Why do I have eyes on? Why do I have word? Connection. Ooh. That's not good. That might be a stream. That might be a stream elements thing. Okay. What happens if I close this away then? It does. Okay. Close the stream stuff so that way... Oh god, I really need to clean up my stream setup too. Bandit Queen, hey! Thank you for stopping by. Unfortunately, you came after Arena fell apart. Arena is currently on fire because Final Fantasy, people like Final Fantasy, turns out. I got in, I got all my packs that I had saved up all my gold for. I spent a little bit to get some bibs and bobs. And then we were 6-2 in our first draft when the servers suddenly decided, no, I can't put up with this anymore. People are fighting over who, and then meanwhile on the server, people are fighting over who gets to reward Hero Girl with dual deck code. Let's see. Yeah, the dual decks do have a code. Yeah. Yep, they're definitely craftable. but I would love a code save the wild. Who are we? The wild cards. Who are we gonna beat? The wild cards. You know what I'm talking about? That Simpsons episode where Homer becomes the coach of the of Bart's little league football team. Really? Never could have guessed. People like that unknown indie game, Final Fantasy. I mean, this may just be me. It may just be me. But I think at least Final Fantasy 14 is pretty popular. Or so I've heard. In fact, I've heard that some people say it's critically acclaimed. I lost my connection to the server. We're waiting for a reconnection. Okay. Let's try opening it again. Yay! Hold on. I'm gonna close this up. We're almost at like the 2 o'clock hour. So like this connection issue has been going on for almost an hour. It was literally around 4 o'clock Eastern that this happened. Literally. I could be doing something better with my life than just like keeping an eye on a streamer who also has Arena up. I could be doing something productive. I could be working on my book. I could be working on that video essay. I could be like living the Miller High life right now. Instead, no. I just want to finish. I just want to finish. Please, girl, stop bouncing on it. I just want to finish. I'm crashing out over here. Could be eating chicken dumplings, but they're cooking. Honestly, if you're depends on what they're cooking. Because like, if you get yourself a spicy deck brew, that could be pretty good. No, I'm trying to like reconnect over here. Oh my god. Look, hold on. I need to re-enable, or need to give it the old flicker. Look at this. Look at this. Awful. Heckin' awful. This also has me wondering exactly. Final Fantasy has just like. Okay, I knew that JRPGs were long, but you know, if at least 40% of their length was just from reconnecting, I think I could stomach it with a better connection. Damn. All right. Oh, hold on. What's Amy saying? Amy saying the thing? No? All right. Back on mute she goes. Oh god, what do we even do? Oh, and Amy's had enough. She's walking away. She's walking behind the screen. She's gone. She's out of here. Oh, yep. A lot of people just switching over to various other things. Okay. So then, how do we want to do this? I would probably just say that at this point, we're probably gonna wrap up the stream in like 10 minutes or so. I was planning on streaming till 4 to, you know, actually enjoy the stuff. But I might not make my living streaming, but that doesn't mean I don't have things that I could be doing. So, unlike someone who would, you know, theoretically have, quote, wasted a paid time off to take the day off to do this, or, you know, your full-time streamers who are having a really, really bad time right now, I can at least shift my gears and start working on something else. And I really want to get that video essay finished. Freaking. Okay, so like, this thing's flicking me. It's flicking me. It's going up and flicking my nose. It's flicking me. Flick, flick, flick. Reconnect, 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 flick, reconnect, flick, reconnect, flick, reconnect, flick, flick, flick. Drop that sick beat. Flick, flick, flick. Reconnect, flick, flick, flick. Reconnect, flick, flick, flick. Reconnect, flick, flick, flick. Yeah. Reconnect. Reconnect. You have lost connection. Reconnect. Reconnect. You have lost connection. Reconnect. Reconnect. Authentication failed. Authentication failed. Flick it up. Flick it up. Flick it on the nose. Flick it on the nose. Flick it where it hurts because you lost your connection to the server. Reconnect. Reconnect. Gotta hit the reconnect. What fucking... Such a shame. Like, if this... Okay, if I was just a full-time streamer, then I would have switched over a long, long time. That's what I would have done. Unfortunately... Amy's just grabbing, like, PNGs and just shoving them on her screen. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Oh, God. If I was a full-time streamer, I would have jumped ship. I would have absolutely jumped ship by now. Alright. Alright. I have seen enough. Ah! Oh my god. Can we hit to the chatting screen? Can we like just Oh god, why is everything so strange? What did the aspect ratios change and everything? Is that what happened? Everything's changed. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna keep clicking on this. Nope. Nope, still not. Still not. Oh god. I tried. The mojo's gone. You know what's gonna happen? I was in my flow state. I was all set it in with magic in the draft, and then I came back, and like now I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna absolutely drop the game. I'm gonna just be like, brother, I just want to get this over with, and then I'm gonna be 6-3, and then I'm gonna crash out and go like 0-4 for the rest of the season. I'm clicking it. I'm clicking as hard as I can. Oh, and then that's my alarm. Nice. Do I miss streaming? I miss streaming a little bit. There are days where I go, you know what? Maybe I would actually just be better off trying to be a full-time streamer. Because at least I know, at least I have everything set up. At least I know that if I were to, that I could potentially stream full-time. And that there would potentially, and that there is an audience for that I do a decent job streaming. But then I wouldn't be able to work on anything that's like, you know, worthwhile. That's not to say that streaming isn't worthwhile. I think there are some incredibly talented streamers out there that are really cooking with their craft. But I just do so much better with pre-recorded content. I have a chance to actually work on what I'm saying. Okay, so tell you what, chat. You know what? Let's compromise. Let us compromise. And what I'll do is I'm going to take a quick break to grab some food. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do the eat thing, I guess. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work on stuff on stream. I'm just going to work on stuff on stream, and if we manage to get some time so we can finish the draft, well then so be it. But this has been a whole hour. That's a whole hour that I could have spent procrastinating on the essay. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna be right back. Probably. Maybe. Definitely. I don't understand that. The only reasonable thing that we can do is just, 4 dodge, 3 dodge, 2 dodge. Fucking go for it. Holy shit! Holy shit! Touchdown! Touchdown, Brody man! Holy shit! Oh my god! That's a touchdown! Let's see. The blue version has flying. The red version has first strike. I think I actually might be fine trading my Dracus for that. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my god. That's game. That's game. Holy crap. Oh my god, I forgot he actually just had a skill before specialized. Whenever he attacks, another attacking creature gets XO to end a turn where X is Scanus' power. Thrakus doubles. Oh my god, Stain. Oh my god. Spam Zero, you have my condolences. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. And we're just gonna hardcast the Avacyn.
Yeah, we drew your favorite card.
Yeah. I maintain that Avacyn is in fact Kalia's girlfriend. And that the two should never be separated.
But you separated them by cutting Kalia from the deck.
Oh no, you're right.
Oh no.
Wait, did they just try and bedevil Avacyn?
Oh.
Oh my god, the feel bad.
That poor soul. They might just be out of luck here unless they draw one of their few exile removal cards.
Yeah, for real. Like, we're just gonna bash in. And then we've got so much gas right now.
And so much mana. The bank job really is very strong.
It is absurd. I want to start getting some life too, so we're also going to drop a Baneslayer. Because, like, there's no kill like overkill. And, like...
You go ahead.
Oh, yep. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, they can definitely get rid of their own golem. Then he's going to leap up like a fucking snake and snatch it out of the air. The ball right here. Can be picked off by him or him if we wait even just a bit. So we have to go for the fast release. But that's okay. That's what the slant is for. That's what the click slant is for. But Langford fucking gives up on his route. And it's like, oh, it's okay. I could just sit here. I could just sit here and grab the ball. But the quarterback's like, no, that's my ball. I'm going to go get the ball. Langford, you got to fight the ball. You got to go fight for the ball. Creatures we have in here. We've only got Burning Rune Demon and Emia. I'm probably going to exile card. Oh, they got the 7, so they can play their Snare Judgment. Then they are through more counters. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Bit of a miscalculation on my part. Bit of a very strong miscalculation on my part. Yeah, that's really all we can do. Damn. This card is obnoxious, especially when you're in mono black. I don't have too many answers for it either. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think they really care what they take. Let's see. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Yeah, we're just gonna go for broke. Let's see. Remove X cards from target. X is the mana value of the exiled card. I mean, that technically works. But at that point, that's just going to be delaying the inevitable. We need like a hard answer. Phyllis would be a great card to have, but because like theoretically, all we have to do is kill them before we get that third counter. There we go. That's what we want. Yep. No! Massive misplay! Oh, I forgot about the stupid mill. Oh. Oh, can I get an F in chat? Forgot about the mill. Oh. That's not the first time that I've been got like that. Oh my god. What feel bad? I can't. Oh, what massive field bad. Oh, oh. If, well, at least I have a clue. Okay, come on. Oh, no, no, that's not what I wanted! No! No, come on.
Oh, poor baby.
Okay, so you know what? Just for them, I'm gonna go ahead and exile the Sarah's Emissary.
You are so bad mannered.
No, this is bad manners.
Okay, what? That poor frog! What did it do to you?
Way too much damage for what a 1/1 should be doing.
You right. Oh, hopefully we get a big card off of Lorehold. We earned it.
No, I'm not.
Damn.
I'm not gonna. I mean, I could.
You could have destroyed artifacts and enchantments.
Actually, I think that actually would have been correct though, because it gets rid of the gift of fates, right?
Oh my god, you're right.
Okay, you caught me in a good mood. You caught me in a good mood in your pun past. Okay. Boom. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. You get one, Jess. You get one. Flip it, another laugh. Alright. So, now that I'm done fawning over my new model and the whole... Oh, actually, hold on. Wait. Oh my god! Oh my god, does that work? If we go red, tap for green, Reckless Barbarian, and then play... Oh my god! We found the line! We found the line! Holy Holy shit, we found the line! Okay then. So then we've got... Wait, hold on. Is there anything up there? Potentially. Oh yeah, dance, 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 dance. Boom, 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 boom.
Extending that lead. Olsen makes the tackle.
This is pain.
13-yard gain, and it'll be a first and goal. It's first and goal at the 7-yard line.
Couldn't be me, Brony. Couldn't be me.
The home team come out in a 4-3.
I was right there. I was right there, and he just spun around me. How did I fucking... Oh god, this game's over. Am I trapped? I am not. Excellent. That would be a clever trap. Whoops! Accidentally, trapped the player. The way that you constantly re-equip everything. So then... Wait. I'm not factually trapped, am I? Wait. Hook shot out of the hole. Thinking about it. But like... There were... Wait a second. But no! We can't hook shot out of the hole because we're floating in the water. On the ground though now? Well, wait. Okay, you know what? That might... I could just be like a total bimbo right now, and that could actually just factually be it. Oh my god, that was actually just a... That was just it. I am the bimboiest bimbo that ever bimboed. Activate Denier's effect. Time is just a little bit of a factor right now. Put the banished malicious back on top. And then activate. Ooh. Ooh, Nelly. Ooh, Nelly. And our reach is gonna like completely time out here. Oh my god, it's bad.
And it's there for a big conversion on.
Get your head out of the gutter. God, I wish Cook would cook a little more often. You realize how game-changing that would be if we could just get like an actual... Oh my god! Front boy! Go! 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 Go!
Touchdown, visiting team.
When you talk about a dangerous back, this is what you have to be able to do. Not only get out there and outrun the defense, but have the power to...
And... Why is he moving back like that? I mean, if he has a Skull Knight, then like, yeah, we actually just lose. Well, chat, you're never gonna believe this. All right. You know what this means? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's how it's gonna be. then I'm going to end the YouTube video here. And